welcome to the Nifty Scrapbooker. Today we're going to be talking about designing a layout and how to do that with Kiwi Lane. So we're going to be using the theme of fall today. So those couple little templates I showed you last week about the pumpkin and the leaf, we're going to be using that in our layout today and doing a nice fall page. Also, what to do with those large photos that you have of your family. How to take a large photo and implement it into a regular 12 by 12 page with other photos. So kick back and relax and then get out your notebook and pen and write down some tips from the Nifty Scrapbooker. And today we're going to talk about laying out a page. Now, you know I use this Kiwi Lane stuff, and you also see me make borders like this, where I bring in maybe a big border like this and bring it about an inch, 2 inches from the top, bring this one down an inch from the top, and then bring the smaller one down. This is Paisley Place that I'm going to be using today, and bring it down here. Okay, so I layer it, and then we dance our little photographs across the top. Maybe put in maybe a banner or something for a title that comes down. Maybe put a couple of holiday accents like a pumpkin or a holiday leaf. And there you have a page layout. But what's so simple about Kiwi Lane is you can change it all up. Watch this. So let's do a border over here with these two. Let's make a border over here. Bring our banner across the top there. Drop in our photographs. Drop in our little accents, and there you have a whole new look on a page. You could also do something like this. And this is what's fun about creating with Kiwi Lane is you have the flexibility of doing this all before you cut any piece of paper out. Bring it down this way again. And then bring our photos down here with our theme. So there's a third layout. So you could do it from the bottom, you can do it from the side, you can do it from the top, like in this one, you can do it from the right-hand side. You can play around with it. So let me show you today's layout. Today's layout is totally different than what you've seen before. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be bringing a big one over here. Bring this about a ½ inch off the side of the paper. Butting this one up against it. Bringing our tag like here. We're going to be cascading 3 leaves down this aisle. We're going to be putting a couple pictures in here and our little pumpkin down here. Isn't that a great layout? So let's look at our layout today. Now I've done the second page, which is very similar to this, and I wanted to show you it first. As you notice, I have this great big brown mat here. This is for if you ever want to do a large photo on a page. This layout is for a large photo. This photo will be 6.5 by 6.5, or a 6 by 6 photo will sit inside here. So that's what the second page looks like. So let's get busy at putting together our page. So what you do is you start cutting things out. And for example, I'll cut out this border here, and you just cut and replace. So I'm going to take this out. I'm going to put this in. And see, you start building and start seeing how your page is. Bring the photos out. Put this on there. Take this one out. Put that on there. Now when you butt up a couple pieces of paper like this together, you want a strip to kind of hide the seams because you have 2 different prints. So we'll bring this wood barn strip there. We'll bring our little wood grain thing there and put a bar in the middle of that to make that look nice. Let's see if we can find my other pieces here. We'll put our cascading flowers, our cascading leaves in 3 different colors. Cascade down the page. Don't want to forget our photographs. We're going to be doing something neat with this, like this. We're going to be corner rounding these when we get them all together, and there you go. You got your layout. So then it's time to take all these templates and put them aside because we've cut out our pictures. We've cut out our paper. We've taken our paper and we've edged it all. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this paper. We're going to edge our papers as soon as we cut them out. And we're going to edge those, and we have everything else edged, and we're going to start putting it together. So what I did with this is I took, because of the scallops in that other page, I took a corner rounder. This one's by Creative Memories. You can buy any kind of other corner rounder, and I'm just going to snip the edges. And that gives a rounded look for my paper. This is a 4x4 piece, so you'd want 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 picture in there. We're going to bring out my Tim Holtz Distress Ink and Vintage Photo. And we're going to be inking the sides. Now this is not a solid core paper. So this has a white edge. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but we're covering that white edge up and kind of giving a little color on the outside of the edge of the paper here. And I say, people, don't be afraid to ink. Make a little mess. It just makes it look more rustic. There, we got that one edged. Let's edge this one. It really creates a lot of dimension in your paper when you edge this with the ink. I couldn't believe how my paper stood out from my other designs that I've done through the years after I started learning this technique. It's just amazing. Okay, we got those 2 inked. Put our Distress Ink away. And let's start putting stuff together. Now what I chose for the background is this beautiful dark red. And I just thought this was such a beautiful piece of paper. And so we're going to be taking this and start putting this stuff down. Let's start with our apples. I'm just going to be putting a little piece. On these wider ones, I do a little bit on each side, all the way down. Just little bits of, just little bits of adhesive. I'm going to take this to the very tippy top corner of that, bring it all the way down our paper, and there we go. There we got our apples on there. Now let's look at our leaf paper. We're going to take it, edge it. Now this, I just put single strips across here. And we're going to be taking this down this edge. And we're just going to kind of guesstimate how far from the edge. It doesn't really make any difference how far you come out. I'm going to come out about a ½ inch away from my tallest hump there, approximately. Let's see, I got that one a little high. That's what's nice about this adhesive. If you pick it up right away, you can usually re-fasten it down. There we go. There's our paper. Now we bring our candy corn in. What we'll do is we'll just butt this right up against the side here. So this one we have some wide ends, so I do 2. We have a little bit of single edge, and then it gets wide again. So we're going to just butt this up right against this leaf paper. Put that in there. Now, like I said earlier, when you have this 2 kinds of paper, now what I could have done is I could have taken the candy corn paper and just cut it out. Like I could have put these 2 templates beside each other as I cut it out and just cut out on both sides, and it would be all candy corn or all leaves. But if you want to mix up the papers, like I did here, you just get a strip. This is 3/4 of an inch long. And we're just going to put a little adhesive on this.
And we're going to center this on here. And we're going to just drop this right down on the center. Now it looks like it was done on purpose. You have this division between the candy corn and the leaves, and you have this barn wood. So that's pretty cool. Okay, let's put in some more of our details. I took another piece of barn wood from the barn wood paper, which was actually the other side half of this paper here. You can kind of see the barn wood in between there, the candy corn. We're going to bring this out here, right from the edge. This is going to be our title block. I'm going to show you how to do a title with stickers today. Then we're going to drop our little leaves in here. Just cascade them down. There we go, and our brown leaf. Okay. And there we go. There's our cascading leaves. We're going to throw our little pumpkin over here in just a minute. But let's talk about our title page. Now, our title of our paper is going to be Fall Frolic. And I found this wonderful sticker I had in my stash of my binder of stickers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just adhere this onto here. Now this is just a little bigger than my paper. So I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to nicely center this in here. Right to the edge. Bring it right over. There we go. And what we're going to do is, this is one of those clear backgrounds. So we're going to take our scissors and we're going to come over here and we're going to cut off the excess sticker material that hung off from the O. So we just cut those off and we can just, there we got our title. So let's get our page back here. And let's go ahead and put in our title. There's our Fall Frolic. See, I love how the colors match the colors from the letters, match the colors in my page. So here we go. We're just going to, usually I do 4 corners and the middle on photograph backgrounds. We're going to be putting this in there too. Make 2 photographs here. We'll drop this one here. And what we're going to do with this pumpkin is we'll put a couple pieces of tape on that. And we're going to just be overlapping just a little bit because you want your photo to be able to tuck down in under there, just the edge of it, to make it overlap. And there's our pumpkin. So there's our Fall Frolic today. And let me grab the other page and you can see what it looks like together. So there you go. You have a wonderful page for a couple small photographs. If you're the kind of family that does those fall photographs as a family, this would be a great page layout to do. You have your large family photo here, maybe a couple pictures of the kids separately here, and then you have a great fall page. So I hope you enjoyed this fall layout. Next week we're going to be talking about football. Is coming up this season. So we're going to do a football layout for all those you parents that have kids playing football or just love the professional sport as it is. So next week we're going to have football, and we'll see you next time on the Nifty Scrapbooker.
Hope you enjoyed this issue of the Nifty Scrapbooker. Don't forget to look me up on, of course, here on YouTube. Look at my other videos. But you can also find me on Pinterest, on Instagram, on Facebook, and check out my blog at theniftyscrapbooker.wordpress.com. Also, you can find me all my templates that I use. I'm a Kiwi Lane instructor, so you can find those and purchase those at create.kiwilane.com/theniftyscrapbooker. See you next week.